Friday Night Football Frenzy is presented by the law offices of Joseph J. Cariglio and Bay State Savings Bank.
Coming up next on the Friday Night Football Frenzy, old rivals square off as the Wachusett Mountaineers visit the Fitchburg Red Raiders. Auburn makes the long trek up north as the Rockets visit Oakmont. It's an afternoon special in Upton as Valley Tech hosts league rival Bay Path. And in a potential Division 8 preview, Narragansett visits St. Bernard's. It's week 3. Red 80, Red 80. The frenzy begins right now.
Circle that one because that's the one you're waiting for, right? That's the one you're hungry for. That's the test.
And welcome to the Frenzy. Kevin Shea alongside of Andy Lacombe. We got a good slate of games, all things considered, with all kinds of cancellations and stuff. Still a fair amount of teams out there playing, whether it's in the afternoon and some playing in the evening in northern Worcester County.
Yeah, in northern Worcester County, there was a chill in the air. Fall was in the air.
Oh, yeah.
Football was in the air. Hitting was in the air. We had some good matchups
Yeah,
tonight.
we did. We had some old school matchups, some neck roll J-pad games like this one at Crocker Field, Wachusett and Fitchburg. And how about the Fitchburg crowd with the beach theme? Second quarter, 6-0 Wachusett. Seamus Higgins connecting with Dan DeVerde. DeVerde with a big first down to the 30-yard line. This is late in the half with Wachusett driving. Higgins on the run, scrambling. He's going to tuck it and run. Higgins taking it all the way down to the 4-yard line. Gets out of bounds with 22 seconds left in the half. 3rd and goal, 10 seconds left in the half. Higgins rolling. Hits Caleb Marrero for the touchdown. 12-0 Wachusett at the half. They score with 5 seconds left in the half. Opening kickoff of the second half. Angelo Smith returning. Fitchburg with their hitting hats on. Gabriel Rivera with a big stick. Third quarter now, Wachusett was huge defensively. Jonah Boyce had a big night for the Mountaineers. With Fitchburg driving, Boyce picks it off. Fitchburg would get the ball back, though. And driving, Anthony Oquendo. Going around the end. Oquendo's into the land of 6, and it's 12-7. The Red Raiders are down by 5.
That's a big sideline. Who's the get-back coach?
Fitchburg driving again. That would be Rusty Egan. Boyce again coming up with an interception. Story of this game, the Wachusett defense. They hold Fitchburg to 92 yards of total offense. Wachusett wins a black and blue game. 12-7, your final.
All right, here's BVT and Bay Path. Afternoon matchup on a Friday. Arch's guys are ready to go. First quarter, BVT striking first. 3rd and long, Ethan Lynch, the keeper, and the QB right up the middle. 13-yard for a touchdown, and it's a 7-0 lead. BVT defense was tough. Big Jack Nasuti, this road is closed. Shutting down the run on the option. Then the offense on the march again. J.D. Antaya. Big carry here. Down to the 35-yard line. I'd have to do the math, but more than 20-plus yards a gain for Antaya today. Lynch, he had 20-plus as well, just about. Lynch at it again. This is a 35-yard touchdown run, 14-0 Beavers. Bay Path would answer. Little old-school I formation, great blocking up front. Tyler Gillespie is gone. Running away, 75 yards. For the touchdown, and that cut the lead to 14-7. Who is that announcer? I know that voice. Beavers come right back. Isn't that the guy from Northbridge? Antaya on the jet sweep. Big blocking downfield. 28 yards to the house. 21-7 BVT. The Beavers roll back. They get the win. 42-7 the final.
All right, we got Monty Tech and Assabet. Scoreless in the first quarter. Assabet's Dylan Clemmer powering up the middle. Clemmer into the end zone for the touchdown. The point after. And Gabriel Bazuski coming up big, right up the gut. He blocks it, so the Aztecs have a 6-0 lead. Aztecs recovering a fumble deep in Monty Tech territory. Following drive, it's Connor Sherling to Mateo Ciccone. Ciccone's in for the touchdown, 12-0 Aztecs. Second quarter. Cole Nelson spinning his way out of tackles. Cole Nelson breaking away. 54 yards to the house. And the Aztecs with an 18-0 lead. Later in the quarter, 3rd and long, Sherling unloading to Jacob Nelson. Nelson stiff arms the defender. Get off me. He's brought down inside the 40-yard line. That's a physical play, surely. Firing downfield to Nelson. Nelson hauls it in, high pointing the football, stays on his feet. Assabet wins 37-0.
That was your favorite band in the 80s, Nelson. All right, here's Auburn and Oakmont. The Rockets are jacked to be on the road to take on the Spartans, one of the top teams in that North County. Here comes Xavier Dean for Oakmont, getting the ball and muscling his way down inside the Rocket 25. Spartans would have to sell for 3 at that point, but here they come again. Colton Bolsalé, 81 yards, untouched to the house, and it's 10-0. Oakmont, they're fired up on their near sideline. There's Griffin Hanfield striking back. A little RPO, working it to perfection. Hanfield, 47 yards. Going in for the touchdown. It's 10-6. The Rockets defense then playing a role, forcing a fumble. Joshua Morales able to recover and get the offense back on the field, but the Spartan defense making plays of their own. Keegan McMahon deflecting the pass. Cole Swanson picks it off. And here comes Oakmont. Offense picking up where the defense left off. Xavier Dean hard charging into the end zone. Oakmont wins 25-6.
All right, so I look at this Wachusett game in Fitchburg. First of all, Fitchburg is a very, very improved team. This was a great game from the Red Raiders tonight. But the Wachusett defense is something that sticks out. 2 shutouts in their first games. They allow 1 touchdown tonight, and that was after a fumbled snap on a punt. So the Red Raiders had great field position in that game. I look at everyone that flies to the football in this Wachusett team. They're physical up front, and the safeties come up too, and they stick. This is going to be a tough team to play against.
I look at some teams, and you look at BVT. They lost to Leicester last week. They come right back, and they do what BVT does. They pound the football. They put up big yards, and the line doing a job in front. They got the belt today, the line, from their coaches because of their performance for Blackstone Valley Tech. And then you look at Oakmont. They lost close to Littleton last week, and they come out and they put a number up on Auburn. Oakmont's a really good team playing up there on the turf.
Yeah, the great Landini and company, 5 turnovers today for that BVT defense. And Assabet Monty Tech, both teams were undefeated going into this game. Assabet serving notice. They can score in so many ways. They're an offensive juggernaut. All right, plenty more to come on The Frenzy. Stay with us, everyone.
Our founders would have never seen this coming.
Spygate?
No.
Deflategate?
No.
What then?
Benji! Benji knocks down any obstacle that he can get his paws on and tackles every high interest rate that gets in between us and our customers, which is why he made the Bay State Savings Bank team.
You're right. They would have never seen Benji coming, but I'm sure they're glad he came.
Bay State Savings Bank. We take banking personally.
I'm District Attorney Joe Early Jr., and I'm proud to partner with Charter Communications with our pledge to help raise awareness that bullying should not be tolerated. From local school students, here's our message.
Bullying? Be smart. Don't start. Make the grade and join the Anti-Bully Crusade.
We need to foster safe environments for students in their schools and communities. Join the Anti-Bully Crusade. Take a stand to lend a hand. Don't be a bully.
Presented by the law offices of Joseph J. Coriglia.
Step for you guys is to start taking circumferences.
See where it's marked on beats 1 and 3 in that measure? Okay, good. Let's go one more time from the beginning.
Here we go. Yeah. All right.
Hi, I'm Rich Salmon, GM of Bertera Nissan. Come join us for our 2019 clearance event.
This is the all-new 2019 redesigned Nissan Altima, now available in all-wheel drive. Here we have the 2019 Nissan Kicks. Sporty, stylish, and incredibly fun to drive.
If you work for UMass, Fallon, St. Gobain's, Wyman Gordon, or any of Worcester's largest employers, we'll take care of you with an additional discount up to $500.
Bertera Nissan, Route 20, Auburn, Massachusetts.
The Friday Night Football Frenzy is brought to you by Bertera Nissan of Auburn, the Bancroft School in Worcester, Milford Federal, Holy Cross Athletics, the Sullivan Group, Pucci's Fine Jewelry, Nichols College, Scott Lauder, and the Worcester office of Raymond James Investment, and the Central Mass Safety Council.
All right, well, you're talking about those big games up north. St. Bernard's and Narragansett, one of those big games tonight. These are two tough teams. Bernard's, of course, the Bernardians, the defending state champs. And this is a big game. Let's go to it and let's show you some highlights.
Both coming off of losses. They want to rebound here tonight.
All right, and this one was not decided until the final play of the game. First quarter, Gansett comes flying out. Damian Comu looks like he's going to keep it. He pitches it to Matthew Corbeil. Corbeil dives for the pylon. He's in. Warriors up 7-0. St. Bernard's looking to respond. Dominic Cuevas airing it out. What a catch by Vaughn Randall. But the Bernardians would have to punt. Second quarter, Comu runs left. Decides he's going to keep it. Using Nick Ledger as a human shield before taking off. Comu finds the corner of the end zone for the touchdown. They go up 13-0. St. Bernard's gets the ball back. Tyler Thibodeau with a head of steam. Plowing forward for a good chunk of yardage. A few plays later. Thibodeau getting the ball again. Shedding a tackler. Thibodeau into the land of 6. It's 13-7 now. The Bernardians trailing by a touchdown. Gansett would come back though. Comu finds Shea Sullivan. Sullivan's got some room down the sideline, and Gansett is in business. A few plays later, Comu going up and over the pile for the touchdown. Warriors up 20-7. 8 seconds left in the half now. St. Bernard's at the 5-yard line. Narragansett defense coming up with the goal line stop to end the half. Huge play for the Warriors. But Jonathan Pennard recovers a fumble in the end zone with 3 seconds left for St. Bernard's. They get the 2-point conversion from Dominic Cuevas, and they win by a point, 29-28.
A pure Pennard. Abby Kelly hosting Quabbin. Cheerleaders doing a great job for the Bears, rooting on the home team. First quarter, it's the Cougars, though. Derek Shepard hitting Alex Worthington for a touchdown. And Quabbin is up 6-0. Then it's the PAT. It's a fake! And they go into the back of the end zone. Drew Martinez is there for 2. 8-0. Quabbin. Bears defense working hard in this one. Isaac Nasai with almost getting there. And then Asadale Frimpong cleans up with the sack. Second quarter, more Quabbin. John Nadeau powering in for a touchdown at the 2-point conversion. It is 16-0 Quabbin. Cougars looking for more, but the Bears defense, Jacob Diaz coming up with a drive-ending sack. Go for the football, stay for the Chris Kersonis commentary. Quabbin playing some D as well. Jordan Floria getting to the ball and getting to the ball carrier for a tackle for a loss. Sets up late first half drive. Matt Griffin, who was dinged up earlier in the game, he rubbed some dirt on it, got back in there. It's a touchdown. Quabbin gets the victory. They're 3-0, 38-8, the final.
Focus. Get in your head now that we finish every play. Sir. You start a block, you finish the block.
Yes, sir.
Guy on his back.
Yes,
every play.
Yes,
you
sir.
start a tackle, you finish the tackle.
Yes, sir.
Force it. Finish them every play.
Let's go.
It starts right now, and it goes for 4 quarters because they got to play here.
Yes, yeah.
Thanks to Dave Buchanan. We get his speech twice. Here's Owen Follow with a blocked punt in the first quarter, and the Panthers of Quabbin are fired up, taking on Lunenburg. Quabbin offense responds. Sam Coppolino, QB keeper, comes out of the wash. And Ramblin' all the way down. That little flash right there that just went through the screen. That may have been a former double wing offensive lineman from Mike Pucko, not sure. There goes Tony Robideau. He finishes the drive with a touchdown behind big Tristan Kemp. Made it 8-0 after a 2-point conversion. Second quarter, Lunenburg throwing. Quabbin's Noah Herzig high points the football. One of 2 interceptions on the day for Noah. Has a nice return, bringing it back a little bit. Still in the second quarter. Quabbin's Jacob Warburton. Oh, a strip sack. Huge hit. It's recovered by Joseph Rivers. An important recovery by the Lunenburg captain, because on the very next play, 4th and 22, the backup quarterback is Adam Hill. He fires downfield, and he hits Colby Sprague for a touchdown.
Oh, and he just buries the goalpost.
Yeah, and they would tie it on a 2-point conversion, made 8-8. A defensive battle. Quabbin gets the victory, 16-8. The final. Big win for the Panthers.
There's Justin Ball, one of the all-time greats, leading Clinton against Air Shirley today. First quarter, Clinton up 7-0. The freshman, Alex Chenard. Great speed to the outside and a big run for the Gales. It sets up Will Gent. Will Gent stands tall in the pocket, fires a dart to Cam Wine for the touchdown. 14-0 Clinton. Second quarter, Antonio Neves. Run of the year. Part Barry Sanders, part Brad Muster. He's breaking tackles, still on his feet. You will not take Neves down. Neves gets it all the way down, stays in bounds, and takes it down to the 30-yard line.
Googling Brad Muster.
Same drive, 4th down. Played for the Bears, Stanford grad.
I know.
Gent scrambling. He worked out an achieved performance with Jeremy Frisch, and it shows. Gent going in for the touchdown. 21-0 Clinton. Hail, hail the green and gold.
You must have a membership at Frisch's
Air,
place by
I
now.
need one with my chest and lack of muscle tone. Air looking to answer. Logan Walker up top to Derek Laviganaire. Clinton defense, though, would hold. 3rd quarter, Gent scrambles. And this is a great pass. On the run to Wine, down to the 30-yard line. Same drive. Those two are both juniors. Same drive, 4th quarter, 4th down. Gent scrambling. He'll take it himself. In for the touchdown. How about this? Weavins and bobbins. 28-0 Clinton. Gent was 12 of 15 for 204 yards and 2 touchdowns through the air. He was deadly with his legs as well. 28-6, Clinton wins.
Tingsboro and Littleton. Yeah, we went that far north, battling some traffic. Couple of 2-0 teams going on the turf tonight. Tingsboro defense tough to start. Braden Lynn rolling out, nothing there, as Lovis Paul leads the host of sacking tacklers, or Tigers. There, first play for Tingsboro. Tigers reaching the bag of tricks. Tucker Carmichael hits Phil Sutherland lateral to Justin Huberty, and Huberty is gone.
Hook and ladder.
Oh, they got us with the hook and ladder, buddy. 7-0 Tingsboro. Tingsboro lining up in the wishbone, but Littleton has none of that old school play. Ty Price shoots the gap, blows it up. And in the 2nd quarter, Littleton would strike. Power football, double wing. Leo Gibbons finding the end zone. Ties the game at 7, but Tingsboro remains undefeated. They get the win, 49-35.
All right, we have plenty more in the frenzy. Stay with us, everyone.
Crusader Nation, your Holy Cross football team is on the rise. Our accomplishments in 2018 didn't happen by accident. They were the result of hundreds of hours of work. In the weight room, in the film room, on the practice field, and on game day. Our highest finish in the Patriot League since 2009? That happened. The largest comeback in program history? That happened. And
the kick is through! Holy Cross with a walk-off win!
Yeah, that definitely happened. Our winning streak to end the season continued well into December as we locked down the top recruiting class in the Patriot League and one of the best in the nation. So yeah, a lot happened in 2018. Now come see what happens next.
Sullivan Group is an insurance and risk management services firm based in Worcester for over 60 years.
Our company values are family values.
Committed to our clients and finding them the best solutions.
Committed to being independent.
Committed to our community.
We live here, we work here, we volunteer here.
The Sullivan Insurance Group.
Committed to excellence.
Kevin, meet your father.
Kevin.
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 Trusted advice for life.
Kevin, how's your mom?
Thank you.
Life well planned. See what a Raymond James financial advisor can do for you.
Providing our customers with the highest level of quality, service, and value. Poochie's Fine Jewelry, 205 West Boylston Street in West Boylston.
Bison Pride is the feeling that you get when you're with all of your Nichols friends and you're rooting for your team and your school and your community.
Even though we are a smaller school, you feel the big school vibe here.
Milford Federal Bank has been part of our community's history, honoring local traditions, supporting local causes, and caring about local issues since 1887. While many community banks have come and gone through the years, we're still here, committed to our loyal customers and the communities we serve. We're Milford Federal Bank, Your community, your bank, your choice. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
The Friday Night Football Frenzy is presented by the law offices of Joseph J. Cariglio and Bay State Savings Bank.
All right. The Shrewsbury football team graduated a ton of talent and experience from last year's squad. I mean, you had guys that started 3 years, 4 years, but they've just reloaded. Off to a 2-0 start. Huge measuring stick game tomorrow against Doherty, a talented and tough Highlander squad.
Yeah, and don't forget that the seniors on this Shrewsbury team have been part of a lot of winning teams. Winning breeds winning, and they've played their part in that as well. So there are big games coming up. Doherty, St. John's. The schedule is stacked with Shrewsbury playing some pretty tough teams, and the Colonials are ready for it.
We have a pretty talented senior class, and they worked real hard in the offseason and into the preseason. They've been a committed, focused group, so I'm not surprised by our start. And I also know that we have a lot of room for improvement.
It's been big to get a hot start out there. I think the big thing is just execution and flying around out there. And the one thing is about the senior classes, I know everyone has each other's backs, and that's really important.
It's really just been execution and having really good mentality in practice, and then that leads over to the game. It starts with practice and mentality, studying film every week, and then executing in the games. If we don't execute, then we won't win. So every play has to just be 110% effort, and Coach preaches 6 seconds every play, your best effort. So everyone's just got to do that and know what they're doing.
It's hard winning football games, so can't get ahead of ourselves. Just got to play to our ability, focus on playing our ability each week. Been out of our routine, but whether we're playing on Friday or Saturday, once we're there in the game, it doesn't much matter.
All right, Oxford football coach Jeff Clarkson coached the majority of his team in Pop Warner. He was doing double duty for years, coaching the Pop Warner level, also coaching at the varsity level, because he was building a foundation for the Pirates. Well, the seeds that he sowed right now he's starting to reap that right now, because they're 2-0. They're having another great season. They beat Auburn, their biggest rival, and they're using that as a springboard for more success.
Not only being 2-0, but it's the opponents that we faced. Opening up with Auburn after the 7-year hiatus that we didn't have with them. And after losing to them last year in the TBD game, I think it was a pretty good way to start the season for the boys.
That was a huge win for us and for everyone in this town. We hadn't beat Auburn in 20 years until that point, and I just think it was just a really big deal for everyone.
Building a lot of momentum for the team, a lot of confidence going into this year, especially with our core guys. Having a great offseason, and it's proven to work.
I think the kids are excited to get rolling, and it shows, with their play. Last year, we kind of just rallied behind a couple of really good players, so that's what I say. This year we have a team.
We just understand how to work together more. We all been together for a longer amount of time. We got people staying with the program.
We all grew up together. We've been playing football together since youth. So it's the chemistry is outstanding. We're all friends inside of school, outside of school, on the field. It's just feeling like a real brotherhood this year.
All right, they put the Oxford beats Auburn thing right before I have to come back on camera. Thanks, Kev. Hey, great season for the Pirates so far, but great season also just a little bit south in Webster. Dane LeBoissonier's Bartlett Indians are off to a hot start, and you know what? They've got a lot of talent coming back. So Dane's ready to ride with his group. There's not a lot of them. They're small in numbers, but they're tough, and Bartlett's ready to go this year.
The coaches have put us in the right position to be in great shape. We've been running every single day, doing hard work and drills. It's just been really good overall.
Yeah, it's all about hard work and believing in each other. Everyone on the field has each other's back, and that's something I'm really happy about as a senior to look at.
Kids have played well so far. Really proud of their effort. We only got 25 kids on the roster, and they're out here every day working hard at practice, aiming to get better. And if we can keep going over the next week and keep it going beyond that, we'll be okay.
You just want to make a statement every week and work hard at practice. The coaches have done a really good job of keeping us practiced and prepared for every game so far.
Last week's win was a big win. We're going to be working very hard the next couple weeks. We have a couple tough opponents coming up. Besides that, just keep working hard. We'll be fine.
Listen, all right. You have a coach with a beard. You got to respect it.
He means he's
tough.
tough.
He's tough.
He means he's tough. He's ready. Our game of the week tomorrow, Worcester State against Western Connecticut. Now, this Worcester State team, they are very, very young, but they're getting better week to week.
Week to week, and they're going to have to get better because Western Connecticut is like the top or number 2 team, depending on the polls, in New England. So Worcester State knows they'll have a challenge ahead of them as they try to get better this week.
We're really excited. Obviously, it's homecoming. It's also the 50th anniversary of football here at Worcester State. So we're looking to have a lot of alumni back, football alumni. It's going to be a great challenge. WestCon is always one of the top teams in our conference, and our young team is really looking forward to the challenge. We've really faced some pretty good teams early on in the season, and the really positive aspect of the team has held together, and they realize it's a process. They're a very young team, so they've been outstanding as far as staying up and practicing well and playing well in the games, and just building on each game and getting better each week. We're playing a lot of freshmen and sophomores, and just because of that, just the whole college game itself, you have to teach it to them, you know, and film study and how to practice and all these other things involved that are necessary to be successful.
All right, it's our game of the week. You can see it tomorrow live right here on Charter TV 3 at 2:30 in the afternoon. As Coach Cullen said, too, it's going to be a celebration of the 50 years of Worcester State football, and I'm certainly looking forward to that. You look at some of the great names that have come through, and the Genetics, and Jeremy Frisch is another one, and you look at Brian Keats and some of these great, Dan Hansen, the former Uxbridge quarterback. So a lot of great teams that he's had and great players.
Yeah, and I'm sure Coach probably want to suit a few of them up tomorrow. Local kids playing big roles for Worcester State as well, so we'll look for them tomorrow.
Man of the match time when we come back.
I'm District Attorney Joe Early Jr., and I'm proud to partner with Charter Communications with our pledge to help raise awareness that bullying should not be tolerated. From local school students, here's our message.
Delete cyberbullying. Don't write it, don't forward it. Think twice what you type.
We need to foster safe environments for students in their schools and communities. Join the Anti-Bully Crusade. Take a stand to lend a hand. Don't be a bully.
Presented by the law offices of Joseph J. Corriglio.
Our founders would have never seen this coming.
Spygate?
No.
Deflategate?
No.
What then?
Benji! Benji knocks down any obstacle that he can get his paws on and tackles every high interest rate that gets in between us and our customers, which is why he made the Bay State Savings Bank team.
You're right. They would have never seen Benji coming, but I'm sure they're glad he came.
Bay State Savings Bank. We take banking personally. Man of the Match is presented by the Wealth Management Group of Raymond James Worcester.
All right, man of the match time. My man of the match goes to Wachusett defensive back Jonah Boyce. He spearheaded a defense tonight. He had 2 interceptions and helped the defense as a whole hold Fitchburg to 92 total yards of offense. An incredible defensive effort by that entire Wachusett team. And my man of the match goes to Jonah Boyce with the 2 interceptions for the Mountaineers.
Yeah, mine's going to Quabbin's Tristan Kemp, and there really are a few for this Quabbin team that could have played a really big role and been the man of the match tonight. But I'm going with Kemp, 7 tackles, a fumble recovery, but on the offensive line, leading the way as well. Warburton and Way played awesome on defense, but I'm going with Tristan Kemp, man of the match.
All right, you know, you look at some of the games that had gotten postponed from tonight till tomorrow. One of them, Leicester-Millbury tomorrow. That's a game that I'm certainly looking forward to. Leicester has played great defense. Millbury has showed that senior class, and that's where you win championships, with your seniors, and they've made a statement here in the first couple weeks. Millbury's a really good team, but hey, so is Leicester. You shut out BVT, you're doing something really, really well.
Seniors leading the way on both of those rosters, and there's really no secret as to their success. These guys have paid their dues over the years.
And you look at this Doherty team. We heard from Shrewsbury, but this Doherty team, a lot of talent there. A lot of guys maybe that didn't get the spotlight last year, but they were lunch pail guys, and they're ready to play tomorrow and ready to step up and say, hey, we're here. We deserve a top billing in Division 3.
Yeah, they turned some heads last week with a win over Leominster. They'll turn even more if they beat Shrewsbury this week.
It'll be huge. All right, we will see you tomorrow afternoon at 2:30 for Worcester State and Western Connecticut. Thanks for watching, everyone. Have a great weekend.